Well, hello out there, YouTube land. It's been a minute since my bear hunt, and the reason I've waited to release the footage is, unfortunately, I actually lost half the footage. The last day of my hunt, I lost my GoPro, and I had filmed a lot of interesting things in there to share with you guys, scouting tips, things like that. The irony of this is last year my son lost my really good camera that I used for filming on his bear hunt, and I gave him a hard time about it, and sure enough, yeah, I turn around and lose my GoPro on the last day of the hunt this year. That being said, it is what it is. I had a successful hunt, so I'm asking you, please, like, subscribe, interact, importantly for bear hunting, because bear hunting is very controversial amongst non-hunters, and many people don't even know. Like, I see constant questions. Are bears good to eat? Bears are, in fact, incredible to eat. They're better than deer. I use way more of the bear than I ever have any deer or elk that I've shot. So, again, interact with this video. I want to get it out there. I want folks that are non-hunters to recognize that this is an important game mammal. Sure, it's a charismatic megafauna, and they are cute. I think they're cute too, but they cause a lot of damage, and their populations need to be regulated, and that's exactly what this Maryland bear hunt is. It's a population regulation hunt. I knew I was going to shoot the first bear I saw. I've only seen 2 bears in Maryland. I've been able to successfully harvest them both, so I've been very happy in that regard. And then last but not least, trying to keep the intro short, I killed this bear with my grandfather's gun. And my grandfather's long since passed. He was a Maryland game warden. And I can only, think of him smiling down, thinking like, wow, man, I never thought this gun would be used for a bear hunt. And perhaps maybe, paying it forward, I can maybe envision 100 years from now, maybe my great-grandson, or I certainly would hope, would have the opportunity to be able to hunt bears in Maryland as well. So let's keep this tradition alive. Hope you liked the video. Again, sorry it's a little short. I lost most of my footage, but it was quite an adventure. Here we go, westbound and down. Heading out for Western Maryland for bear season. I got a bear tag this year. It's been a heck of a month so far. Had an Arizona elk tag, got a cow, shot a 6-point stag this weekend. It was a small 6-point, but a stag nonetheless. And here we go, Maryland bear for the trifecta. It's gonna be awful hard to do, hunting public land. I know success rates are in the single digits, but come along. I'll show you what I see, and hopefully I see a bear. I'm really excited about this, but don't get to do it too often, so here we go. Heading in for the bear hunt first day, and nice big pile of fresh looking bear scat. I like it. Open and morning of bear season. I'm sitting this ridge that goes down into a swamp. Lots of acorns above me, hawthorn berries, so we'll see how this goes. I already had another hunter come in rated legal, but I think he did the right thing and went back the way he came.
Well, I sat till about 9 o'clock until this lonely spike wandered in. It was the only thing I saw.
Alright, it's about 9:15, a little chilly out here. I'm gonna put my nose to the wind and do a little still hunting down through these bottoms. See if I can't kick up a bear. Morning one done. In a good area. Didn't see any bear. I did have a guy come in on me at first light. And I just walked about 1.5 miles, and I did find 2 fresh deer gut piles. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Bears might be on them in a few days, but if someone's been in here hunting and shooting stuff, it might push some bears out of here temporarily. So I'm gonna try a different spot this afternoon. Right, afternoon of day 1. Didn't see anything this morning. I'm sitting up over here of a real steep corridor with lots of red oaks. Rhododendron up above me, and some rock outcropping, so fingers crossed this should be a good travel corridor. Good morning, everyone. Day 2 of the bear hunt. No bears seen yesterday, but in the words of Mel Fisher, today is the day. It's nice and cold. It's 31 degrees. It's real cold. I'm not even used to it yet. Got the heat rolling here in the truck, but I'm gonna slide into a piece of public and hopefully they're there. About 1.5 miles back in this beautiful rhododendron thicket. Got oaks, red oaks, hickories, Occasional hemlock all around, but no bear. Bottom of the night. That's what usually happens, right? Last afternoon, I'm heading out, trying to do something different. Crossing into a piece of public that I think most people overlook. So we'll see what's back here. If anything, I've learned a new area, so we'll see. All right, plan B. I just hiked half a mile in, and I realized I couldn't get to the area I wanted to go without trespassing. 1X was correct. I just was trying to get through a stream and river, and this hillside was too steep, couldn't do it. So plan B. Plan B is equally as preposterous. I'm gonna throw my hip waders and use water to try to access another piece. I just saw 4 piles of bear scat in that last piece, so that tells me something. The bears are where the people ain't. You ever have one of those Murphy Law hunts? Yeah. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. But, yeah, what a mess. It's 5 o'clock. I'm sweaty. I get over here, the wind's totally wrong. It's the last 2 hours. I don't have time to get to plan E. So, plan D it is. Hopefully there's a dumb one over here. We'll see. Just got a bear. Came running in. Man. Came out of nowhere. I just heard it drop. I tried to turn the camera on, but it didn't happen. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wasn't a very big bear, but it's a bear. Got my bear. Trying to take a second to enjoy it. I only have about 45 minutes of light left, and I gotta get this bear out a decent ways, so I gotta get moving. All right, got it done. Beautiful bear here. Got my grandfather's gun. It's been a tough day. I've tried everything. I've tried to get where other people aren't, and I'm here. So I got a bear. Hope you guys enjoy it. Beautiful bear. Glad for this opportunity. Gonna make some great wild game. Can't wait to do some bear fat. Gonna do some smoked bear ham. It's gonna be awesome all the way around. Did it again. Seacott Express leaving Western Maryland. Alright, here's the final product, some bear grease. I got 6 pints and some more to go. And the bear crackling. Let that sit there for a little bit, put some salt on that, and that's where it's at. Okay, so probably the main question I get asked from people, well, can you eat bear? And the answer is not only can you, it's excellent. It may be the best wild game I've ever had. So here's the bear ham. You can see excellent fat on it. I mean, this is an acorn fattened bear. This bear hasn't been eating, dead fish, so the fat has an excellent flavor. I'm gonna brine it. I got a salt, brown sugar brine. I'm gonna brine it for 48 hours, and then I'm gonna smoke it. So what I do is just inject the hams here with this brine, and I'll let it sit for 48 hours. Let the brine work its magic, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've taken the bear. It's been in the brine for 48 hours. Some people say even leave it longer. 48 hours is what I had. I rinsed it with water. This is the only part that I'm a little apprehensive about. I want to let it sit in the water, maybe to get some of the saltiness out of it, but it's sort of hard to tell. Now I'm going to put a light maple syrup as a binder and some pepper and salt. I'm going to stick it in the smoker for 8 hours at 240 degrees, getting it to an internal temp of 155. With bears, you typically want to get them greater than 150 because of the risk of trichinosis. The risk is pretty low. I'm not too worried about it. Nonetheless, I'll get it to 155 internally. All right, the bear's been in for 5 hours now. It's reading a little higher internally than I want, so I'm going to drop the temperature on the smoker a little bit, just add a little bit more of a maple glaze and just finish it off and go from there.